It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher in this game, Kodai Senga. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a bouncer towards third, but it kicks foul. That one off the mark, and the count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
The shortstop takes the ball. That misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Senga, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Siggy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series.
Oh, he gloves it. It's the Yankees 0, Mets coming to bat. This is the World Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. Starting on the mound in this one, Garrett Cole. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And a foul ball. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland.
That's the ball.
And a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Next offering is in for a strike. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Here's Juan Soto. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023, and for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up to 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And the first offering is not close. Vientos matched a homer in his last game. Two down, nobody on. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Pete Alonso, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of the World Series. Foul ball there. The pitch. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there and out of here. And they jump out front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. The exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Inside, just missed. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a man at first. Here's Jesse Winker. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Nimmo off of first with 2 away. Cole a check to first. Nimmo back in on a dive. Winker working through some struggles lately. Here's a high chopper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching the World Series on the show. Game 1 of the World Series. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. Senga back to work.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
To the right side, Alonso. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. A chilly atmosphere here. Really what comes to mind when you think of postseason baseball. Fans doing whatever they can to stay warm and energized. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
You talked about the fans trying to stay warm, Boog, but it's a challenge for the players too. Games like this really can be hard on you.
That one fouled off. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, 35 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that's downstairs and outside. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
Some high cheese for strike 3.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And now Austin Wells.
Outside.
That one outside. 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. Bellinger goes. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close. In the dirt. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
2 on, 1 out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
swing and a miss.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Here's the 0-2. And ball one.
2 strikes.
Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Not close with that one. It's 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Alvarez settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Yanks strand a pair. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. And that's fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And he chases that one. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Now a chance for Francisco Alvarez. One out, base is empty.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now here's Jeff McNeil. And that's way high. And that's ball 1. McNeil went deep in his most recent game. Check swing, called strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 2nd. Down in order go the Mets. They're up 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. Down the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Next offering is down low, and it's a ball and a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. Next offering upstairs. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe struck out looking his first time. So far, the playoffs have
I was watching this. If the Yankees win, it's fine. If the Mets lose, it's fine because they're both New York. So why would you be mad? Because they're both New York.
They feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There can be some luck. That was a pretty close one until that